Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, folks, sit tight, because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant developments for the Seahawks in recent memory, and it's happening right now, right in front of our eyes. The Seahawks have been quietly building something special this season, and the buzz around Seattle is that they're not just aiming for a playoff appearance anymore. They're looking at something much bigger, a real shot at contending deep into the postseason. You can feel the energy, the optimism, and the sense that this team is on the cusp of something historic. The key to all this, of course, is the way their offense has been reshaping itself. With Geno Smith leading the attack, the Seahawks' passing game has shown flashes of brilliance. Geno's experience, combined with the emerging talent around him, especially on the receiver core, has made this offense one of the more exciting units in the league. The chemistry is building, and the offensive line, which had some questions earlier in the season, has been improving, giving Geno more time to make those decisive throws. But it's not just about the offense. No, what's really turning heads is how their defense is starting to take shape under Mike Macdonald, his second year at the helm, and the results are promising. And here's where it gets really interesting, because the Seahawks are in a unique position. They're not just going to sit back and watch. No, they're eyeing the trade deadline, and I can tell you, they're planning to be active. Now, most fans are aware that upgrading the offensive line or adding a versatile running back could be on their radar, especially considering some of the recent struggles in the run game and pass protection. But what's really catching the attention of insiders and analysts who follow the Seahawks closely is their potential move to bolster their secondary, specifically their cornerback room. Yes, Seattle is considering making a splash in the trade market to strengthen a position that could be the backbone of their defense for years to come. Now, why would they do that? Well, it's all about building a defense that can be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, a unit so tough that no one in the league can throw on them with confidence. And according to many NFL analysts, including Matt Verderame from Sports Illustrated, the Seahawks are looking at big game hunting. They're eyeing a player like Cleveland Browns cornerback Denzel Ward. Imagine that, adding a player of Ward's caliber to their already talented secondary. He's a four-time Pro Bowler, after all, and has been recognized as one of the best at his position this season. His presence would instantly upgrade their outside cornerback position, giving them a lockdown corner to pair with the likes of Devin Witherspoon, who's been emerging as one of the league's top young talents. Speaking of Witherspoon, this kid has truly been impressive. Coming into the league as a rookie, he's already making a name for himself as one of the best safeties in the game. His instincts, coverage skills, and ability to make plays all over the field have been a huge boost for the Seahawks secondary. And even though Rick Woolen, another key piece, has seen some decline from the heights of his rookie season, he still remains a key player, capable of making game-changing plays. The duo of Woolen and Witherspoon, complemented by other talented players like Josh Jobe, who's been a revelation on the outside, and the safety tandem of Kobe Bryant and Julian Love, makes Seattle's secondary one of the most promising in the league. Now, imagine adding Denzel Ward into this mix. That would be like putting the finishing touch on a puzzle. Ward, with his experience, talent, and elite coverage skills, could turn the Seahawks secondary from good to absolutely elite. And for Cleveland, this could be a strategic move, especially if they're gearing up for a rebuild. Ward has been a stalwart for the Browns, earning Pro Bowl honors 4 times over his career. But the Browns, as you know, are in a bit of a limbo right now, and with 2 first-round picks coming from the Travis Hunter trade, they might be looking to reload for the future. And here's the interesting part. Mike Macdonald, the Seahawks' defensive coordinator, has had a close look at Ward during his time with the Baltimore Ravens, and that familiarity could pave the way for a smooth trade. The Browns, with their high draft capital and a potential desire to rebuild, might see trading Ward as a smart move, especially if they believe he might not have many years left in Cleveland, or if they want to start fresh with a new regime. For the Seahawks, securing a player like Ward would be a game changer. It would solidify their secondary, making them arguably one of the most formidable defenses in the league. But it's not just about adding Ward. It's about creating a defense that can handle the best teams in the league, and that's exactly what Seattle is aiming for. With the offensive firepower they're developing, thanks to Geno Smith, and a defense that's beginning to click under McDonald's creative schemes, the Seahawks could become one of the most balanced teams in the NFC. And if Sam Darnold continues to perform well on offense, the rest of the conference should be very afraid. A potent offense combined with a lockdown secondary, that's a recipe for serious postseason success. Now, let's talk about what this all means moving forward. The trade deadline is fast approaching, and the Seahawks are in a prime position to make moves that could define their season. They have the draft capital, the cap space, and the strategic vision to go after a player like Ward or other key pieces that could elevate their roster. John Schneider, their GM, has a reputation for being aggressive when it comes to making those bold moves. And with the team's current trajectory, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some fireworks before the deadline. Seattle's recent history has always been about resilience and finding ways to compete, even when expectations were low. But this year feels different. The team's chemistry, combined with strategic additions and a focused coaching staff, has set the stage for a potential deep playoff run. The NFC West is competitive, no doubt, but if Seattle pulls off a trade to bolster their secondary, they could be the team that no one wants to face come January. NFC is stacked with talented offenses, but a defense anchored by a player like Ward, along with the emerging talents in the secondary, could be the difference maker. And let's not forget the division rivals, like the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The Seahawks are aware of the importance of making these moves now. They want to be the team that sets the tone in the division, that establishes dominance not just in the regular season, but also when it matters most, playoff time. The NFC is wide open, and Seattle is positioning itself to take full advantage of this window. The combination of a resurgent offense, a talented and hungry defense, and strategic moves at the trade deadline could turn this season into one for the history books. So, fans, the excitement is palpable. We're on the verge of what might be a pivotal moment for the Seahawks organization. The team's front office is clearly looking to push forward, and the possibility of acquiring a player like Denzel Ward is a testament to their ambition. This is the kind of move that can transform a team from good to great, from playoff hopefuls to serious Super Bowl contenders. The future looks bright, and the Seahawks are making all the right moves to get there. Remember, all of this is happening at a crucial juncture in the NFL season. The trade deadline is the moment when teams either solidify their rosters or take big risks for that extra edge. Seattle is clearly aiming for the latter, and as fans, we should be excited about the direction this team is heading. The combination of young stars, seasoned veterans, and strategic acquisitions could make this season one to remember. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, fans? Are you excited about the possibility of the Seahawks making a move for Denzel Ward or another top-tier player? Do you believe this team has what it takes to push all the way to the Super Bowl this year? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below. Tell me what you think about the current state of the Seahawks and their potential trade plans. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, more insights, and more news about your Seattle Seahawks. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep pushing this Seahawks family forward. Because when it comes to this team, the best is yet to come.